Coronavirus! Coronavirus! I'm telling you, shit is real! Shit is getting real!
It's Friday. We're still doing trivia at home. All right, as always, we'll be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. If you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, find a bucket, bring it inside. If you have a metal bucket that you can set on fire, put it here in front of Bernie so that he can warm up. He'll be substituting for me for a little bit. If you don't have a bucket outside your house, go get the little garbage can in the bathroom, empty it out, use that for tonight's bucket. Again, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. I have like this one viewer coming in and out. I have no idea who's actually here. I wonder if people are confused because they come in here and they see, you know, Bernie's not moving. Bernie's cold, that's why he can't move. Somebody needs to warm this room up for him. He's tired of the top 1% of trivia people winning all the prizes. Trivia prizes need to be distributed evenly among all players. Raffle prizes should go to everybody. Only the top 1% of the top 1% win the raffle prizes. So far from what I see, Kevin in the house. And I'm sure I saw Javier coming in and out of there. The painting behind Bernie there is a gift for my birthday from my daughter Leticia, who is going to stand next to Bernie right now with her cat. There she is. The other way. There you go. Look, that's the aftermath of getting her operated. They shaved her. They gave her a Brazilian. Well, before we start, I know most of you that come online don't actually go in person, so I know you guys were with me in spirit, but they did have a good time at the Bend on Wednesday. But they really went out of their way. We had a great time over there on Wednesday night. I mean, if you go through my Instagram, you can see the videos when they surprised me with a cookie cake, and that turned into a big fuck Hector festival.
Fuck Hector!
New sound bites coming. I'm gonna get it from the new videos. I'll download those sounds soon. And that was fun. We had a lot of fun, and then we had a good time last night at Seven Seas as well. They got me a cake over there. We had, you know, a bunch of people showed up. We had a good time over there as well. So I had a good birthday this year. Now I'm here at home online on a Friday, so you guys, it's your turn to celebrate. And we'll do like we always do. We'll play trivia. If by any chance somebody out there was there on Wednesday that played trivia and wondered, how did we lose if we got so many answers right? There are tells to when you're cheating. One of the big ones is when you don't know some of the round one questions, but then you get everything right in the last two, in the second and third round, and you don't even bother answering the album cover or the word jumble. And then when you write somebody's proper name instead of the name they're most known by because you looked it up on Wikipedia. In other words, you're looking up the answers. Which is why, at the end of the night, if I just announce winners and don't announce scores, is because I've decided you've lost, but I'm going to let you sit around drinking, spending all your money, and you're not going to win anything. Why? Because you're cheating. I know when you're cheating. I could tell when people are cheating. I think I'm pretty fair with everybody. But when you're obviously cheating, I could tell. And the funny thing is that the girls that were doing this then came up to me like, what was our score? If we must have been at least third place. What was our score finally? And I looked at which one it was. I didn't even answer them. I went to go have drinks for everybody. I went to have fun. You see, the top 1% wants to take the prizes away from the bottom 99%. But only the top 1% keep winning all the trivia prizes, while the other 99% are trying to scrounge and get by and not get any trivia prizes. I'm serious. Bernie's cold. He needs somebody to heat up this place. Well, Javier, my point is also, if you're gonna cheat, Put some effort into that cheating, you know? Make it look good. Make me feel like, okay, fine, I can't prove you cheated, but I can't argue with you. Don't make it to the point where I gotta be like, it's obviously you're cheating. I mean, everything right except for word jumble. Like, well, word jumble you can't just Google. Yeah, Kevin, it was my birthday on Wednesday. I talked about it last week. I turned the big 4-9. All right, Bernie's gonna go to a warmer part of the house. Let me switch the screen over here. I'll be right back in 1 second. I'm back. Well, I wasn't here. Bernie was taking my place. Now the other Bernie's here. Javier, I would like un cafecito. If anybody's getting cafecito around here, it's gonna be me. That was the cool thing about the birthday thing yesterday at Seven Seas. They not only got me like cake and, you know, all the goodies that everybody got to eat, they brought cafecito. That's important. I might start reaching out to like local bands that have no record contracts to give me their music, and I'll play that instead of all this royalty-free music provided by YouTube and Facebook. All right, it's Friday. After 7 o'clock. It's time now for Home Trivia. You don't already have a bucket to play in tonight's game? Go outside your house, find a bucket, bring it inside, and use that for tonight's bucket. Right now, move over to this one. We get started by going over the rules of tonight's game.
It's Friday, you bastards.
All right, as always, we have a one-player minimum per team. So if you're at least one human being, you can play. If you're not a human being and you can't understand what I'm saying, then tell your master to get back to the computer and get off the thing. My cats love to be on the computer, but they don't understand anything that's going on. So I imagine if your cats or dogs are on the computer, they don't understand what I'm saying. So they can't play trivia, but you can. You need to be at least one person in order to play. But if you are near people you don't know, please stay 6 feet away from each other. All right, grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10, or write one big piece of paper with 3 columns, 1 through 10. We do 3 rounds. And any funny team names you can come up with, put it in the comments. Grove Boys in the house. Grove Boys, roll! Josh, did you just get here, or did you miss when Bernie was here earlier? All right, where was I? All right, feel free to scream and shout the answers all you want, because you're home, I'm home, we're all home, and there's no difference if you do it or not, because you're not going to win any prizes anyway. But please don't look up the answers and don't post the answers in the comments. Let the people who are playing figure it out on their own. Don't post the answers in the comments. If you remember, you're playing with yourself, so you would only be cheating yourself. And either way, we have no prizes. And if you're going to the bar, like I was talking about earlier, if you're going to cheat, make it realistic. All right, questions round 1 are worth 1 point each. Question round 2 are worth 2 points each. Question round 3 are worth 5 points each. And you're playing for nothing. We have no prizes to give you, and you have no prizes to earn here. This is all for fun only. And this is actually the exact same game we played on Wednesday, and most of what we played on Monday. Some questions were changed. I went with the Wednesday version of the game. But if you can, take a picture of yourself while playing with, you know, the screen in the background or something, whatever, and post it on either Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and tag at Trivia Mammy, and I'll get a hold of it and I'll put it here next week. What do we got here? Team Remedio Casero. Also, we're pulling out our stubs and dancing in the Lucky SOB raffle, which, as always, here at home means son of a Bernie. Here's our legal disclaimer. If you can read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it's gone. All right, as always, you want to hook it up. It was my birthday on Wednesday. It's birthday week. Some of you were very, very generous last week. But the rest of you who weren't, you can be generous this week. And you can throw a little bit my way for my birthday. You could either Venmo or Cash App, or you can even Zelle me. That would be at karaokemammy@gmail.com if that was the case. As always, you can join me on Monday nights in person at Bar Nancy starting at 8 o'clock. Winners this week from Bar Nancy were, in second place, Married and Buried, who came back and took back their spot. And in first place again, back in their spot again, Mr. J and the Singular Outlaw. On Wednesday, we were at the Bend. That was the actual day of my birthday. And the winners from there were, second place went, the Captain is back. Captain was back in the house. Captain has been playing here. It's Flip. Flip plays with us here online every week. He came to visit from Orlando, and he came to play in person. He was there. So I really appreciate him coming by for my birthday. Today is his birthday, so happy birthday to Flip. And he'll probably be back in a month over there. Otherwise, he'll be back here with us next Friday when we're playing online again when he's back in Orlando. The first place team over there on Wednesday were New Dick for Stormy Daniels, with featuring Hector.
Fuck Hector.
I got new fuck Hectors coming from this for Wednesday's event. As always, you can join me on Thursdays and Saturdays at 7 Seas Bar for karaoke starting at 9 o'clock. So that means I was there yesterday and I'll be there tomorrow. If you want to come sing karaoke, you feel safe doing so, come join me at 7 Seas Bar. Mask required to sing and to enter the bar and to sing. And as always, I'm here every Friday doing this game online, either live or not. But either way, there is a game here every Friday, brand new, until Sandbar opens. If anybody knows when Sandbar is going to open, let me know, because they sure as hell haven't let me know shit. But let's get started with tonight's game. Where is my stopwatch? Here it is. We started with round one. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. All right, round one. Question one. True or false, Japan and Russia did not sign a peace treaty after World War II, so are technically still at war. True or false? I don't see Danny here today. Danny's hanging out with Bernie Sanders, plotting the trivia team comeback they're going to do. It's going to be just Danny and Bernie. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the Instagram page. I put a picture of it. All right, question two. Which TV show did Rudy Giuliani claim inspired his trial by combat comment? And which TV show did Rudy Giuliani claim inspired his trial by combat comment? All right, question three. Which South Park character has a younger brother named Ike? A. Kenny, B. Kyle, or C. Stan? And which South Park character has a younger brother named Ike? Kenny, Kyle, or Stan? All right, question four. What famous animal character called Skull Island home? What famous animal character called Skull Island home? Again, I know these songs by heart already. The monkey's my uncle. The monkey's my uncle. All right, question five. On the pH scale, what number indicates neutrality? On the pH scale, what number indicates neutrality?
We find hope at the end of the road. Yeah, welcome to the future. Now it's 2020. I'm not the man I ought to be, but I'm his understudy. Too many thoughts got my brain like silly putty. And if you're caught up making money, then I feel you, buddy. Trying to escape rage and pessimism with the help of the golden age of television. Don't want to get sucked in, but I can't lie. Those Game of Thrones dragons look pretty damn fly. I can switch to the news and see real battles, but then I feel small and trapped like veal cattle. If you don't see the cage, you don't hear the steel rattle. But in the back of your mind, you still feel shackled. Can't ignore what's knocking at the door. Show me the man the clock is stopping for. No, it keeps
All right,
spinning,
question
bringing
6.
shock and awe to
In
my
The
head.
Simpsons, when Homer is trying to think unsexy thoughts, he imagines who in a bikini? A. Barney, B. Mr. Burns, or C. Selma and or Patty? In The Simpsons, when Homer is trying to think unsexy thoughts, he imagines who in a bikini? Barney, Mr. Burns, or Selma and or Patty?
But then no, somehow we find hope at the end of the road. Yeah, it's hilarious and serious. Same dilemmas back past the pyramids. Too many question marks and no periods. Not enough facts, a humans act delirious. Scientists got theories and experiments, but while we're hearing this life, that's mysterious. The religious got stories for the curious, but what I'm hearing does not match experience. Still impressed by small acts of kindness, but the mindless still fall back to blindness. Time is a snake that's eating its tail. It's the highest stakes. I hope that we can prevail for real, cause the art just outweighed the darkness. For every Hitler, there's 5 Charlie Parkers.
All right, question 7. What action star was mistakenly identified as being at the Capitol invasion on January 6 after pictures of his doppelganger surfaced online? And what action star was mistakenly identified as being at the Capitol invasion on January 6 after pictures of his doppelganger surfaced online?
I'm one of them, you can't trust me. It seems like we're at the end, but then no, somehow we find hope at the end of the road. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, when you see oil in a puddle in the parking lot, and you're like, that's disgusting, that's toxic oil. But at the same time, the sun shines down on the top of it, and it gets all rainbow and psychedelic and crazy. And you're like, I know it's disgusting, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful too. Maybe that's what's going on. Fireworks explode, and they only really do it on the way out. Now,
All right, question 8. Who was the oldest signer of the U.S. Declaration of Independence? Who was the oldest signer of the U.S. Declaration of Independence?
saying I'm not sure what part of creation becomes destruction and what part of destruction becomes creation when it comes down to it. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I guess that only works if there's eyes to behold, but whose eyes is it all for anyway?
All right, question 9. In ancient Greece, what color hair was associated with prostitution? A. Blonde, B. Brown, or C. Red? In ancient Greece, what color hair was associated with prostitution? Blonde, brown, or red? And finally, question 10. Last question of this round. Everybody's favorite category. Florida or not Florida? I'm going to read a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only 2 possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here's the headline. Naked fugitive rescued from crocodile-infested mangroves by fishermen. Is that Florida or not Florida? All right, that is the end of round one. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question one was true or false. Japan and Russia did not sign a peace treaty after World War II, so are technically still at war. Question two, which TV show did Rudy Giuliani claim inspired his trial by combat comment? Question three, which South Park character has a younger brother named Ike? A. Kenny, B. Kyle, or C. Stan? Question four, what famous animal character called Skull Island home? Question five, on the pH scale, what number indicates neutrality? Question six, in The Simpsons, when Homer is trying to think unsexy thoughts, he imagines who in a bikini? A. Barney, B. Mr. Burns, or C. Selma and or Patty? Question seven, what action star was mistakenly identified as being at the Capitol invasion on January 6th after pictures of his doppelganger surfaced online? Question eight, who was the oldest signer of the U.S. Declaration of Independence? Question nine, in ancient Greece, what color hair was associated with prostitution? A. Blonde, B. Brown, or C. Red? And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, naked fugitive rescued from crocodile-infested mangroves by a fisherman. Is that Florida or not Florida? All right, please check your own answer sheets. These are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. You want to throw a little bit my way, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. Now we're going to move on to our first round of our raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. One number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right. Let's see what we got for him right now. My daughter's right behind me holding the prizes. Did you bring the iron beer? $194. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $593. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't have beer. He can only have iron beer because he's 13 years old. Going on to the following number. 588. Dance.
B stands for Broncos, BMW, Bengals, and the Bear Balls.
All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our Lucky son of a Bernie raffle this round, even though we did it on the wrong side. They'll be back for round 2 and 3, and I guess they're going to be behind me all night. So where do I skip ahead to? The answers over here. Hey, Flip's here. It's his birthday. All right, let's go over the answers from. He knows all the answers, so don't listen to any score. He played. You saw that he played. He had second place. Question 1, true or false? Japan and Russia did not sign a peace treaty after World War II, so are technically still at war. That is true. And 2, which TV show did Rudy Giuliani claim inspired his trial by combat comment? Game of Thrones. And 3, which South Park character has a younger brother named Ike? It's Kyle. He's Canadian. 4, what famous animal character called Skull Island home? King Kong. Question 5, on the pH scale, what number indicates neutrality? It's 7. In The Simpsons, when Homer is trying to think unsexy thoughts, he imagines who in a bikini? Barney. Question 7, what action star was mistakenly identified as being at the Capitol invasion on January 6th, but after pictures of his doppelganger surfaced online? It was Chuck Norris. Let's be honest. If Chuck Norris was going to invade the Capitol, we'd be living in the United Chucks of America, Chuck Norris country. He wouldn't be invading for anybody but himself. Question A, who was the oldest signer of the U.S. Declaration of Independence? Ben Franklin. In ancient Greece, what color hair was associated with prostitution? Blonde. And Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, naked fugitive rescued from crocodile-infested mangroves by fishermen? That was not Florida. That happened in Australia. All right. Where's the click? These questions are worth 1 point each, so whatever you got right, post that score in the comments. Remember, you can join me on Monday over at Bar Nancy. Join me on Wednesday at The Bend. Join me for karaoke Thursdays and Saturdays at Seven Seas Bar. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute commercial break, and I'll be right back.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns, then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or Exit 12 on the Turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair, it's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right. Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
Is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
Wow, what a difference. Oh, I'll read messages after. I was getting a message, but I need to get back to this. All right, let's get started with round 2. Let's see what I got. I got 8, I got 10, I got 9. I think that's it. And whatever Flip puts doesn't count because Flip played on Wednesday. He got 7 in person. I don't remember if he did or didn't, but if he says so, he did. He got second place either way. Let's get started with round 2. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. Obviously, the next 2 raffles will be done the same way behind me because I know what happened is I was trying to go live and then the camera got taken over by the other program and now I can't retrieve it back to this program. So, Angelo, I have the answers. All right, let's get started. Round 2. Question 1. What came out first, Man on the Moon or Me, Myself, and Irene? Both with Jim Carrey. What came out first? All right, question 2. What 2 rappers were given presidential pardons this week? What 2 rappers were given presidential pardons this week? All right, question 3. What movie franchise has the tagline, "There can be only one"? What movie franchise has the tagline, "There can be only one"? All right, question 4. It's time now for our anal bum cover. Sorry, an album cover. Whose 1979 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Whose 1979 album is that the cover for? I wonder if I unplug the other camera and plug it back in. Will I end up getting control of it again? Let's see. Nope. All right, question 5. Who was O.J. Simpson's house guest that had testified in his murder trial? Who was O.J. Simpson's house guest that testified in his murder trial? All right, question 6. So it's our movie clip. So we'll play a clip from a movie. It was released in 1971. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with just sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
One more time.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What movie is that from?
That I brought you down. I was a little before you grow up. It's time for you to know you can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better. I'm no good for you. You can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better.
All right, question 7. Located in Southeast Vietnam, what is the former name of Ho Chi Minh City? Located in Southeast Vietnam, what is the former name of Ho Chi Minh City?
I've been thinking now that I let you down. Was the low before you blow up? It's hard for you to know you can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better. I'm no good for you. You can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better. You can do better. Better than me. You can do better.
Question 8. What is the fictional brand of cigarettes that are featured in Quentin Tarantino movies? What is the fictional brand of cigarettes that are featured in Quentin Tarantino movies? It's in the register and all the money you got from all these people. It's a nice little score you got there. I'll reach in that bag and give me my wallet. This one that says bad motherfucker. All right, question 9. What actress slash talk show host is the godmother of Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's kid, Frances Bean? Again, what actress slash talk show host is the godmother of Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's kid, Frances Bean? And question 10, last question this round. What famous rapper's real name is Earl Simmons? What famous rapper's real name is Earl Simmons? All right, that is the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, Man on the Moon or Me, Myself, and Irene, both with Jim Carrey? Question 2, what 2 rappers were given presidential pardons this week? Question 3, what movie franchise has the tagline, There Can Be Only One? Anal Bum Cover, whose 1979 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Question 5, who was O.J. Simpson's house guest that testified in his murder trial? Movie clip from 1971.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What movie is that from? Question 7, located in Southeast Vietnam, what is the former name of Ho Chi Minh City? Question 8, what is the fictional brand of cigarettes that are featured in Quentin Tarantino movies? Question 9, what actress / talk show host is the godmother of Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's kid, Frances Bean? And question 10, what famous rapper's real name is Earl Simmons? All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Remember, any little bit helps. You can throw a little bit my way. That's my Venmo. That's my Cash App. Now we're going to get into another round of the raffle. As you saw from the last time, the camera's not working on the other side, so the kids are kind of standing behind me. My daughter's right here behind my head. Now you can be more wherever you are. I can't. There. You can be there, and then he's going to pop in on the side and dance. Normally we do this on the other side of the room, but we lost track of the other camera. So let's get started with another round of the Lucky Son of a Bernie raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right, I'm going to get the first number. My daughter's right behind my head. She's going to give him the prizes, and he's going to pop in and out, picking them up on this side. Somehow we lost the Star Wars painting. It fell. We'll put it back up later. 590, 590. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. 241, 241. Dance.
Lucia.
Oh, yeah.
Lucia. Lucia.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he won. You didn't say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Wait for the good part. They got rid of the Betsy Ross flag at Bar Nancy, by the way, if anybody had a problem with that. All right, and finally, everybody's favorite prize, 1 free beer, but he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer. He's 13 years old. It's right there. We answer the following number. 661. 661. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that's with the lucky son of a Bernie raffle tonight for this round. We'll be back at the round 3. So used to switching scenes. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was, what came out first, Man on the Moon or Me, Myself, and Irene, both with Jim Carrey? It was Man on the Moon. I wish that name was on the poster and I didn't have to look for it. I have to remember that that's Man on the Moon. Question 2, what 2 rappers were given presidential pardons this week? Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Don't know why. What movie franchise has the tagline, There Can Be Only One? Highlander. Anal Bum Cover, whose 1979 album is this the cover for? That is Joy Division. Question 5. Who was O.J. Simpson's house guest that testified in his murder trial? Kato Kaelin. Now, here's the thing with that one. We had a team on Wednesday that put the answer Brian Kalin, as in Cato's, birth, the name he was given when he was born. Now, for you to know his name is Brian Kalin means you looked it up, because nobody would. I'm surprised they know the Kalin part. I was willing to accept just Cato, but any form of spelling of Kalin was fine. I didn't care, or don't even put the Kalin. You could have just put Cato. But Brian Kalin means you're obviously cheating. Especially when you get all the answers right in the second round, except for the album cover. All right, movie clip from 1971.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I didn't know that was his real name either, Javier. I had to look it up myself. Like, really? Who is Brian Kalin? And then I said, that's his real name. All right, located in Southeast Vietnam, what is the former name of Ho Chi Minh City? Saigon. I like that somebody put Hoochie Mama City. Question 8. What is the fictional brand of cigarettes that are featured in Quentin Tarantino movies? Red Apple. Here, a pack of Red Apples. 9. What actor / talk show host is the godmother of Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's kid, Frances Bean? Drew Barrymore. Terrible talk show host. If you're bored at that time in the morning, find something else to watch. Question 10. What famous rapper's real name is Earl Simmons? DMX. All right, these questions are worth 2 points each, so whatever you got right times 2, and add that to your previous score and give you your running total at this point. Put that total in your comments right here, and we'll know who's ahead and who's behind. Remember, you join me Monday at Bar Nancy starting at 8 o'clock. Wednesday at The Bend starting at 9 o'clock. Karaoke, 7 Seas Bar starting at 9 o'clock Thursdays and Saturdays. And I'll be here next Friday as well for another round of trivia here live. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, and I'll be right back.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal francesa, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildup for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean, mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mira, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échele Amali. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amali es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija Amali. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zare and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zare. It's gotta last,
It's gotta have a name I know.
so we got to Zare.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
From Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. See what we got so far. 13, 16, 25, 18, it's all 26 at some point, 26. All right, let's go on to round 3. At 4.5 round 3, whatever that means. 15 actually. Not that it matters anyway. Still sucks. All right, let's get started. Round 3. Round 3. Phones in the buckets, everybody. Phones in the buckets. Round 3, question 1. What Major League Baseball team drafted Tom Brady in the 1995 draft? What Major League Baseball team drafted Tom Brady in the 1995 draft? All right, question 2. Molotov cocktails were first used by what country after the Soviets invaded it in 1939? Molotov cocktails were first used by what country after the Soviets invaded it in 1939? Speaking of the Edie Chacon commercial, I think if J-Lo ever loses her career or her career goes downhill, she should start doing coolant commercials too. Because she also has tremendo coolant. All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen them. Name this celebrity. And his real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen him. All right, question 4. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Gem State? Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Gem State? All right, question 5, as always, are Jumbo. You have 5 in the top, 6 in the bottom. There's our WARNINLIONS. It's an actor, male. Figure it out. Warning, lines. All right, hopefully if you either figured this out or wrote this information down on the back of your answer sheet on a third piece of paper so you can keep working on it. I'm moving on to question 6. What U.S. city is named for a Roman general famed for leaving his troops and retiring to his farm? What U.S. city is named for a Roman general famed for leaving his troops and retiring to his farm? All right, question 7. Xenophobia is the fear of what? Xenophobia is the fear of what? All right, question 8. Banjul is the capital of what African country? Banjul is the capital of what African country?
One sister wears a napkin on her chest. The other sister wears a napkin on her lap. One sister is a sloppy, unkempt mess. The other sister is
All right, question 9. Whose autobiography was entitled The Long Walk to Freedom? Whose autobiography was entitled The Long Walk to Freedom? And finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game, something of local history, news, or facts. What local municipality will Ivanka and Jared Kushner be living in? In what local municipality will Ivanka and Jared Kushner be living in? All right, that is the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what Major League Baseball team drafted Tom Brady in the 1995 draft? Question 2, Molotov cocktails were first used by what country after the Soviets invaded it in 1939? So name this celebrity. I need his real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen him. Question 4, which U.S. state is nicknamed the Gem State? Question 5, word jumble, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom. Those are the letters. It's an actor, male. Warning, lions. Question 6, what U.S. city is named for a Roman general famed for leaving his troops and retiring to his farm? Question 7, xenophobia is the fear of what? Question 8, Banjul is the capital of what African country? Question 9, whose autobiography was entitled The Long Walk to Freedom? Question 10, local history, news, or facts. What local municipality will Ivanka and Jared Kushner be living in? All right, check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. Obviously, I got to fix a webcam, so if you can throw a little money my way, that would be cool. That's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. Now I'm going to let my kids smuggle in behind me again since we don't have a camera in the back. Let me slide forward a little so my daughter can stand there. And we're going to start it with our final raffle of tonight's game. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll put a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. Okay, first one out. 242. 242. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. 570. 570. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't have beer. He can only have iron beer. He's only 13 years old. Going out to the following number. 568. 568. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for tonight's game.
Opalaka Hialeah is a place to go. Opalaka Hialeah is a thing to do. Every time you go, you find something new. Opalaka
There's the cat.
Hialeah. Opalaka Hialeah is for you and me.
All right, let's go over the answers from round 3. Question 1 was, what Major League Baseball team drafted Tom Brady in the 1995 draft? The Montreal Expos. The 2 Molotov cocktails were first used by what country after the Soviets invaded it in 1939? Finland. Let's say name this celebrity. That is Michael Peña. Question 4, which U.S. state is nicknamed the Gem State? Idaho. Idaho. Word jumble. 5 in the top, 6 in the bottom. Those are the letters. It is Rainn Wilson. 26. What U.S. city is named for a Roman general famed for leaving his troops and retiring to his farm? Cincinnati. 7. Xenophobia is the fear of what? Fear of dogs. Banjul is the capital of what African country? The Gambia. 9. Whose autobiography was entitled The Long Walk to Freedom? Nelson Mandela. 10. Local history, news or facts. What local municipality will Ivanka and Jared Kushner be living in? Indian Creek Village. All right, these questions are 5 points each, so whatever you got right times 5, add that to your previous total, and that'll give you your final total for tonight's game. Post that in your comments, and we'll see who has the highest score from whatever's posted here. Remember, join me Monday at Bar Nancy, Wednesday at the Bend, Thursday and Saturday for karaoke at 7 Seas, and back here next Friday for another round. All right, I'm going to take another quick 2-minute commercial break, and I'll be back to see whose scores are the highest.
The largest Toyota sale.
He's never going to be done.
Up here. Focus. We only have a couple of seconds.
Would you get it ready, please? Come on, man, go.
Oh, I'm Paul Castronovo. This is Young Ron Brewer from 94.9 Zeta. Catch our morning show weekdays starting at 6. Remember, the only way to hear our very local, informative, and entertaining program is to listen to 94.9 Zeta.
Don't forget about the animal displays.
Oh, yeah, we promise no more live animal displays because last Thanksgiving we messed up a turkey really bad.
Good, yeah.
I know it.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful lights, food, rides, and so much more. All the Christmas spirit you find it here. On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
All right, from what I see, there's a 35, a 43, 20. That's what I see so far. So I guess from what I'm seeing here, Josh wins. Unless somebody hasn't posted their score yet. Either way, as far as I'm concerned, you're all winners. You join me here every Friday. I'll be here next Friday as well. And now you can come see me in person at the places I mentioned before, which was Bar Nancy and the Bend. You can also join me. Oh, look, Kevin is at 55. Round 3 was killer. And now you see why I know somebody was cheating when they come up with like almost 70 points. Right, answering everything right in the third round except for the word jumble. They didn't even bother trying it. You see how I figure things out. All right, remember, follow us at Trivia Miami on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also check this entire game out on YouTube later after I do some quick editing, and I'll fix the camera for next week. Remember, thoughts and prayers to Linda for having to tolerate that piece of shit, Alan, and that piece of shit car he chooses to drive in. Remember?
Fuck Hector.
And we all say together.
Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector!
Hector. No ha habido ni papel de trole para limpiarse el culo.
All right, thanks everybody for joining me. Join me in person. Join me however you can. That's my Venmo. That's my Cash App. You want to throw me a little bit for my birthday. Right now, I'm going to let everybody go. Good night. Have a good weekend. Thanks everybody who did show up. Thanks everybody who didn't show up. It doesn't make a difference. Thanks everybody for joining me here. This is showing up as well. You're here online. That's like you came to see me in person either way. So thanks again. It's been a great birthday this week. I'll see you next week, wherever, however, and whenever. Good night, and thank you. I'm going to let Cox on the Radio sign us off.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.